I'm late to the party. I found out when I was 19 that I've got learning difficulties. My brain is what they call neurodiverse. I've got dyslexia and dyspraxia, and because everything's more powerful in threes, ADHD. What a diagnosis so late in the game does is it makes you think back. Now when I think about growing up, I recognise all these signs that have always been there. But now I know that's not how everybody else experiences things. I'm not thick, and I'm not lazy, and I'm not slow. When I started school, it was in Cape Town at a Montessori. My educational highlights do not include learning to read and write. They are taking a bite of an apple and leaving a tooth in the flesh of the fruit. It's working out that if I drink a sugary cup of tea before I eat the biscuit, you can still taste the sugar in the tea. Most importantly of all, I was taught by this naughty boy the phrase, caca bouffe. I'm still also made up of the smashed faces and the bruised knees and the scabs because I have never grown out of imbalance. When I was 7, we moved to America, and at school, I would hide in toilets. I remember walking down corridors and sitting in the cubicle and waiting for someone to come and find me. When they asked what was wrong, I would say, "I was just having a poo." And I couldn't work out why I was lying. I actually invented my own letter, because it's pointless having two, D and B, because they're basically interchangeable. And I innovated a way around the stem. So if you draw a circle and you whack a stick in the middle, it's like an upside down tree, and it works for either. When I got older, we moved to Yorkshire, and I changed school a lot, and I read constantly, and I was clever, and I did well. Sort of. But the thing is, thoughts would catch in funny corners of my brain, and I'd be looking for names and dates and technical terms, and I'd be seizing and trying to find like this code and this key that everyone else has to make anyone comprehend what was going on up here. As a teenager, I had big ideas and bad grammar. And I would write answers to questions I had miraged onto the page, not the ones that examiners wanted me to answer. I never once thought twice about reading and writing and falling and failing, and I would write stories for myself, and I would draw and I'd paint, and I'd have these projects where I got to decide what was right. Now I know about learning difficulties, I think about my brain constantly. Because everything I have ever achieved is not in spite of it, it's because of it. I have a fucking good brain.